Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to Temple B'nai Israel. It's so great to see everyone here for our Selichot Service, and also for all those watching at home. We'll wish you a Shana Tova and a Shabbat Shalom as well. We can still say Shabbat Shalom because we have not done Havdalah yet, and so even though it's getting a little dark outside, we are still in our Shabbat spirits. Let's turn and greet our neighbors with a Shabbat Shalom and a Shana Tova, a good Yontif, whatever you'd like. So Selichot, means forgiveness in Hebrew. It refers to different prayers that we say during this sacred season. And of course, for Selichot, it is our sort of entranceway, the beginning of our high holy day season. So we are dressed in our high holiday whites, and we're in a minute or two, we're going to get to our Torah mantle changing ceremony, where we're going to change our Torah covers from their traditional garb to the white. And so it's going to be a really, I think, meaningful service. Again, I'm glad that you're all with me here in person and those, again, watching at home. We're going to begin with Havdalah. Havdalah means separation. It separates the sacred from the profane, and in this case, it separates Shabbat from the rest of the week. And so we welcome Shabbat. We welcome Shabbat with candles. We say goodbye to Shabbat with candles. We welcome Shabbat with a little l'chaim, a little manischewitz. We say goodbye to Shabbat with wine as well. And our extra sort of ritual item, the spices, the bisamim, they are to remind us of the sweetness of Shabbat, that it's going to go away for a little while, but in a week it'll be right back. And this time of year, it's back with special reinforcements with the high holy days because it is on Shabbat this year. So we're going to begin first with Havdalah. If we turn in our packet to page 2, our prayer service. Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm going to do all this. So we're going to begin Shabbat, most precious of days. Shabbat, the day of holiness. Together? To reach out to God, to family and friends.
To walk our souls clean, to search and hope, to find goodness and beauty, holiness and truth.
Our ancestors knew Shabbat as refuge from this world's compromises, from the brutalities and hurts of competition.
It was a refuge, haven, oasis for our minds. Release from the vicious struggle for daily bread.
A foretaste of heaven, which they called Yom Shekulo Shabbat, Shabbat, a time that is all Shabbat.
But our Shabbat is here on earth, today's earth, and yes.
With all reluctance, we say farewell to this foretaste of heaven.
Let us carry into the coming week some Shabbat hope and joy, and bring them into our souls, our offices and shops, and our hours of labor.
And let the memory of Shabbat past and the anticipation of Shabbat to come lighten our burdens and make us more considerate and generous, determined to make our earthbound world more heavenly.
Nine, nine, na 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 na, nine, 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 na 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 na, nine, 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 na na nine, 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 na na nine, 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 na 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 na, nine, 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 na 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 na, nine, 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 na 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 na, nine, nine, na na nine, na na nine, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen Yai nai na 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 nai 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 na 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 nai nai Baruch אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא מיני ושמים בורא מיני ושמים יין עין Baruch אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא מאורי האש בורא מאורי האש יין עין Baruch אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המבדיל בין קודש לחול המבדיל בין הקודש לחול יין עין Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. במהרה בימינו יבוא אלינו עם משיח בן דוד עם משיח בן דוד אליהו הנביא אליהו התשבי
Shavua Tov.
שבוע טוב.
We'll now continue with our Selichot service on page 4 as we continue with Hashivenu. Last sliver of the moon, the waning crescent, small and slender, glowing in the east at the end of the journey. A curve of silver barely there that fades away with the dawn. Faintest light the eye can discern, like the soul within me, barely there, waning and weary as the year winds down. At the end of the journey, the old moon flickers out, and darkness awaits the new. Together, now in the stillness, being born, remind us the horizon will be bright again. The waxing crescent will rise. Heal our hearts, gather us in from darkness, restore the light within us. Tonight, O God, we enter this sanctuary with a deep sense of humility. For another year has come and gone, and we have not yet lived up to our promise and potential. In but a few days, the season of repentance will begin, and we are not yet fully prepared. As in years past, we will beseech your forgiveness in the hopes of beginning a new year without our accumulated burdens. Adonai, we ask that this year you strengthen us in our resolve to be better than last year, and unite our inner consciousness and outer action. May our words and our deeds be a harmonious song of praise to you. Tonight, as our Sifrei Torah, our Torah scrolls, shed their usual garments and don the white mantles of purity and innocence, may we begin to remove the garments of transgression and don the mantles of mitzvah. Slichot means apologies. Have we made our apologies? Have we stood face to face with those we have wronged during the year or in years past? Have we told them, I am sorry? Have we forgiven those who have approached us with contrition? And if not now, when?
Repentance from the heart, turning and changing.
Now is the time to let go of the past and move into the future with a clean and pure heart. Each year on Slichot, we prepare our souls for the high holy days when we will judge ourselves and when God will judge us. On Slichot, we also prepare our sanctuary. To help us change and reach toward holiness, we change our Torah covers to white ones in order to signify purity and sanctity. Tonight, we witness this change together. We now call to come forward Bruce and Marilyn Smith to open up the ark. We're going to ask everyone to rise, and we're going to call to come forward John and Tony Rindy, Bruce and Joan Levine, Polly and Barry Krause, Ron and Sheila Miller, Melissa and Tyler Brom, Andrea and Richard Feldman, Heather Fisk and Linda White, Renee Ramey and Gail Moses. Let's all rise together and come forward to the ark.
grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country, that it may always be a safeguard of peace. Bless our country and its advocates among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within its homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Bless our country, that it may always be a safeguard of peace. Bless our country and its advocates among the nations. May the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, eternal one, who blesses our people with shalom. Bless our country, that it may always be a safeguard of peace. Bless our country and its advocates among the nations. Grant us peace.
Let's take our seats. We turn now to page 7. We are taught, days are scrolls. Write on them only what you want remembered. But we remember our weakness, and our days bear the mark of all that went wrong. On this night we have hope in the one who sustains us. Together, though we stumble and falter. If we stray from the truth, you do not forsake us. If we sink to the depths, your mercy uplifts us. If our urges betray us, your compassion is endless. If we distance ourselves, you do not disdain us. If we abandon your teachings, still you embrace us. If we seek you sincerely, your presence surrounds us. If we pray from the heart, you listen with yours. Though we stumble and falter, we are blessed by your promise. Do not hide your face from me. I'm asking your help. I call to you. Please hear my prayers, O God. If you would answer me as I have called to you, please heal me now. Don't hide your face from me. We now continue with Vidui, our public confession. As the days of awe near, we reach for the infinite. Mindful of our frailty, we seek the holy. Despite our mortality, we carry within us the Ancient of Days. Despite loneliness within, we sense that we belong to a single soul, a spirit that fills the entire universe. Let us find in that universal spirit a new source of strength and significance. More compassion, more generosity, more gratitude for life. Together, let our hearts be open to self-reckoning. How vital to our lives is teshuva, the path of return. On this night of forgiveness, we confess our wrongs and take account of sins, failures of judgment, weakness of will. The hour is late, and our need to be forgiven profound. Our God, God of our fathers and mothers, grant that our prayers may reach you. Do not be deaf to our pleas, for we are not so arrogant and stiff-necked as to say before you, eternal our God and God of all ages, we are perfect and have not sinned. Rather do we confess, we have gone astray, we have sinned, we have transgressed.
Ay, 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 אשמנו בגדנו גזלנו דיברנו דופי הבינו והרשענו זדנו חמסנו טפלנו שקר ay 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 יעצנו רע כיזבנו לעצנו מרדנו ניאצנו שררנו אבינו פשענו שררנו קישינו עורף ay 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 רשענו שיחתנו תיעבנו טעינו תיתנו
Let's continue now responsively. We abused and abandoned, we acted without thinking.
We blamed others when we failed. We boasted and belittled.
We coveted and corrupted, we coerced the weak to do our will. We drove away those we love with silence. We deceived and denied. We enticed and enslaved. We exalted money and material goods. We fouled the air, sea, and land. We flattered and falsified. We gravitated to those who gossip. We gave up our ideals and gave in to our impulses. We hated and humiliated. We held grudges and refused to forgive. We ignored and idolized. We insisted that we were right.
We
We judged others rashly and wrongly. We were jealous and unjust. We killed. We were knowingly unkind. We kept to ourselves in the face of need.
We
We lacked commitment to causes we espoused. We were lazy and we lied. We missed the mark and minimized our mistakes. We mocked what we did not understand.
We neglected
Those who depend on us. We were negative and narcissistic. We overreached and overreacted, too often erupting in outbursts of anger. We poisoned and polluted. We perverted truth for personal gain. We quelled the voice of conscience within us. We quit too soon and quarreled too often. We ridiculed and resented. We refused to accept help. We rationalized our failings and our flaws. We spurned the wisdom of our tradition. We squabbled and scorned. We talked too much or not enough. We traumatized our children with anger. We issued ultimatums and made ugly threats. We uttered untruths and undermined with cynicism. We were vain and vicious. We vilified foreigners and strangers. We wasted time, strength, and talent. We wallowed in self-pity, wished but did not act. We exploited and expropriated. We expected others to save the world. We yearned too much for prizes and praise and failed to share fully in the joy of Zion reborn. We continue now on page 11. Al chet shechatanu lefanecha be'ones uvratzon. Together. For the sin we have committed against you under duress or by choice. Al chet shechatanu lefanecha bezadon uvishgaga. For the sin we have committed against you consciously or unconsciously. Va'al chet shechatanu lefanecha begalui uvasater. And for the sin we have committed against you openly or secretly. Al chet shechatanu lefanecha bilshon hara. For the sin we have committed against you by speaking slander. Al chet shechatanu lefanecha b'masa uvmatan. For the sin we have committed against you by dishonesty in our work. Al chet shechatanu lefanecha b'honaat rea. For the sin we have committed against you by hurting others in any way.
Salach lanu, mechalanu, kaper lanu, ve'al kulam elo selichot, slach lanu, mechalanu, slach lanu, mechalanu, kaper lanu.
We now turn to page 12 as we continue responsively. We stray and we sin when we fail to make peace the highest good.
And when we are silent in the face of evil.
When we forsake those who suffer far away. And when we shun the wronged and destitute among us. When we diminish God's image through violence or indifference.
And when we
fail to take care of those who depend on us. When we engage in slander or deceit.
And when we distort the
truth for personal gain. When we judge others rashly or unfairly.
And
when we stoke the fires of communal strife. When we fail to embrace Torah, the tree of life, to walk its paths, make its ways our own. We stray and we sin. When we offer no blessings, no word of thanks for the breath within us and for the wonder of being.
Ve'al kulam לנו כפר לנו.
We're on page 13. Surely this mitzvah is not too baffling for you, nor is it beyond reach. It is very close to you, in your mouth and in your heart. You shall not threaten the rights of the stranger or orphan. You shall not take a widow's garment in pawn. Remember that you were a slave in Egypt. Justice shall you pursue, that you may live to inherit the land that Adonai your God gives to you. You must not remain indifferent. Keep and heed all that I instruct you. Thus it will go well with you and your children after you for all time. This mitzvah is very close to you, in your mouth and in your heart. When you reap the harvest in your field and overlook a sheaf, it shall go to the stranger, the orphan, and the widow. Life and death I have set before you, blessing and curse. Choose life, so that you and your children may live. Blessed shall you be in all your comings, and blessed shall you be in all of your goings. You must not remain indifferent.
Shema, kol
We turn now to page 15. All shall be forgiven, the entire community of Israel and the stranger who lives in their midst, for all have gone astray in error. Moses prayed to God, as you have been faithful to this people ever since Egypt, please forgive their failings now, in keeping with your boundless love. And God responded, I forgive as you have asked.
Vayomer Adonai, salachti kidvarecha. Vayomer Adonai, salachti kidvarecha. Vayomer
See, a time is coming, declares the Eternal, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. It will not be like the covenant I made with their ancestors when I held them by the hand to bring them forth from the land of Egypt. My covenant which they broke, so that I turned away from them, declares the Eternal. Now this is the covenant I will make with the house of Israel after these days, declares the Eternal. I will place my Torah deep inside them, and I will write it on their heart. And I will be to them God, and they will be to me my people. No longer a friend will teach friend, and kin to kin know the Eternal. All of them, small and great, will know me, declares the Eternal. For I will forgive their acts of injustice, and their wrongful deeds I will no longer remember. We're going to rise together, and I'm going to ask Mark and Judy Klein and Enid and Stan Newmark to open the ark. Adonai, Adonai, God compassionate, gracious, endlessly patient, loving, and true, showing mercy to the 1000th generation, forgiving evil, defiance, and wrongdoing, granting pardon. Avinu Malkeinu, almighty and merciful, we come before you without pretense. Avinu Malkeinu, we are reaching toward you. Help us to find you. Avinu Malkeinu, strengthen us for the holy days that lie ahead. Together, Avinu Malkeinu, be with us as we strive to heal ourselves and become whole. Avinu Malkeinu, help us to repair a broken world. Avinu Malkeinu, hasten for us the days of redemption.
Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Koleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chatanu
Be seated. Shana Tova, everybody.
Shana Tova.
I want to thank our wonderful members of our quartet here, our Florida Orchestra, for this fantastic job leading us in services tonight. We have on first violin Christina Adams. Second violin we have Sung Ho Jung. On the viola we have Rafael Ramirez. And on the cello we have Michael Amos. And if you liked Michael tonight, you might see him again in a few weeks. Just a spoiler, you know. I again want to thank Heather Kaufman and Margaret Morgan for their wonderful baking during our program this morning. It was fantastic to have all those sweet treats and the hope for a sweet New Year's. Thank you to all of our bakers, everyone who helped prepare for this evening. We always appreciate the help of our volunteers who do such great work at our synagogue. I want to thank all of our Torah changers today for their coming up here to help us with this wonderful ritual. It's always a privilege to see us come up here and do this mitzvah, do this ritual that reminds us of the upcoming High Holy Day season and our needs for teshuvah, for atonement, and for change. I want to thank Pete Tanner, who was running the stream this evening. Thank you, Pete. Who am I forgetting? I want to thank Iris. Always.
I would like to thank the rabbi.
Looking forward to sharing another wonderful high holidays with you. And they're coming up next week. So on Friday night, Erev Rosh, here at the synagogue. So we have Rosh Hashanah services. And you look at our Please Temple website to see all the different dates and times. I know you have your packets. Hopefully everyone has their tickets. I got my ticket, which was really great, you know, to make sure that I can come. If not, it would be, I think, a shorter service, I guess. So definitely, if you have any questions, certainly the website has a lot of the info for us with a lot of wonderful holiday programs in addition to the services. And so we're really looking forward to seeing everybody here to welcome in this new year. With all of that said, let us rise together for one final blessing. May God bless you and keep you. May God's light shine upon you and always be gracious to you. May God grant you the greatest of blessings, peace and fulfillment in life. Shana Tova, everybody.